In these days, we continue our journey through the Acts of the Apostles, what those first missionaries taught. And today we come across a rather odd scene. There's some disciples, but they've never been baptized as Christians. They receive the baptism of John the Baptist. Now, what's the difference? Baptism of John the Baptist is a remission of sin. Christian baptism is entering into the life of the Trinity. Remember when Jesus was baptized, we saw the Holy Spirit in the form of a dove, dove, symbol of love. We heard the voice of the Father, "This is my beloved Son," and we see Jesus. To enter into the life of the Trinity. And that's an appropriate topic to talk about today, because this coming Sunday we have Pentecost. The Sunday after, we have Trinity Sunday. But what is the Trinity and how do we explain it and how do we live in the Trinity? That's a tough one. St. Augustine tells a story of how he was trying to figure out the Trinity. He was walking along the seashore and he saw a kid playing in the waves. The kid was taking a bucket of water and pouring it into a hole on the beach. And Augustine finally said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm emptying the sea into this hole." He says, "You'll never empty the whole sea in that hole." The kid says, "I'll empty the sea long before you figure out the Trinity." And then the kid disappears. So when we talk about the Trinity, we can use fancy words, but it's difficult to explain it. Let me use an image. This comes from the Eastern Church, the Orthodox, the Eastern Catholics. What does the Trinity do all day? They dance. They're so in love with each other, they dance. Isn't that a beautiful image? So what dance describes our relationship with God? The waltz. Very formal, set moves. Each party responds to the other. But we know who's leading the dance, God. The tango. I heard a story about a professional tango dancer. Now, how you become a professional tango dancer, I wouldn't even guess. But she had a new partner, and she made some mistakes on the dance. But instead of calling her on the mistakes, her partner incorporated the mistakes into the dance. Isn't that what God does with us when we mess up? Line dancing. Do you ever see country line dancing? Everybody doing the same move at the same time? Kind of reminds me of going to Catholic Mass. Do you ever bring a non-Catholic to Mass? Stand up, sit down, turn around. They really wonder how we can figure out all those moves. Two teenagers dancing. Now there's two forms of that. Either they're at the other end of the room, but yet they're dancing in synchrony. Isn't that our relationship with God sometimes? That we're not real close, but it's okay because we feel we're doing the right thing. Or they're all over each other. Remember Sister Letizia in high school with the flashlight at the school dance, leave room for the Holy Spirit? That's sometimes our relationship with God too. Read the writings of Teresa of Avila, of Catherine of Siena, the very sensual description of their relationship with God. I don't know what your dance is, but there would only be one mistake: being a wallflower. Come and join the dance.